I'm 3, and I think I'm broken. It all started with toys. Yesterday I broke a duck. The same duck. My favorite. The yellow one. The one that quacked. The one that had been with me for 6 months. I remember how we watched TV shows together, shared a cookie, slept with our noses in its tail. The duck was my emotional support object. And I didn't just break it. I tore it apart. Like a madman. And then I sat over it and couldn't explain why. They say people have a crisis at age 3. Children have tantrums. Adults go on benders. And I have a duck. A torn duck. 3 years old and already having a new duck. Who dis? Moment. During the day, Andrew said, "Want some excitement? I'll take you to Stand Up for Dogs." Stand Up for Dogs is like open mic, only with barking and no coffee. The microphone is at nose level. The audience is wearing collars. The bar serves chicken snacks. I imagine myself as the star. In the center, people are laughing. I wink. But reality. At first, I didn't understand what we were doing there. Then I saw him, a bulldog with a red harness, who opened the show with the line, "My owner says I'm toxic. But which one of us sniffs other dogs but's in the park, huh?" The room exploded with barking. Next on stage was White Jack. He joked about sticks, harnesses, and castration. And he showed endlessly that he could give paw. And they loved him. As far as I'm concerned, give paw is a stupid, meaningless, and useless command. I nervously licked my nose. I'm not ready for this world yet, I thought. But it was too late. Andrew signed me up for the open mic. "You love being the center of attention," he winked, and added, "Don't forget to say something about castration. That always goes over well." I stood in front of the stage. For the first time, not as a dog looking for a ball, but as someone looking for himself. Then I went on stage. I looked at the audience. When 32 dogs and their owners, for some reason in the support ranks, are looking at you, it's pressure. I began. "Hi, I'm Casper. I'm 3. And today I lost myself. And my duck. 3 years old. No squirrel caught. No dream dog. No 401k. Just vibes and a dead duck. What have I become? Everything has been annoying me all day today. I barked at a tree. At my bowl. At my owner. And then I broke my duck, gave it a psychodrama. And while its insides were lying on the carpet, I stared at the ceiling and thought, what's wrong with me? Is this my quarter-life crisis, or am I just out of treats? I used to be a simple dog. Today, I'm 3. And I hear strange questions inside me. Am I a real retriever? Are my likes love? What if I don't find my cat, my mirror image? At 3, dogs break down. At 30, people buy Teslas. They start asking, am I in the right place? Is it too late to change everything? Do I need another duck? And then they buy sneakers, take a coaching course, or just lie on the couch and drink mint tea. Just like me. If you ever felt lost, broken, or chewed up like a duck, just know. Growth smells like peanut butter and feels like a brand new squeaky toy. Silence. And then one bulldog roared with laughter. They say that self-discovery begins at age 3. But if you've never chewed on a toy as if it were your past life, you don't know what real therapy is. I broke down. People ask me, Casper, how do you feel? I don't know. I'm a dog. I can smell sausage 3 blocks away. But I only feel my emotions when I lie in the star position and listen to the sounds of the universe. It was improvisation. It was a confession. It was a 3-year crisis. And you know what? They clapped their ears. All the dogs. Even a few leatherheads, that's what we call people like us. And at that moment, a chihuahua started farting behind me. The crowd howled. And for once, it wasn't me. I got off the stage and lay down in the grass. It was quiet there. Then my old friend Rudy, a retriever like me, came up, winked, and said, Kid, if you're 3 and questioning everything, you're doing fine. Just don't be the farting chihuahua. After the stand-up, Andrew said, the crisis is the crisis, but nobody canceled the cake. And he had a surprise. A real surprise. Because I thought we were going home. but we stayed to play on the lawn, where all my dog friends had gathered. Even one of the neighbors' chihuahuas came to eat and ruin the mood. Andrew took out a dog cake with meat mousse, paw-shaped cookies, and a candle. A candle, Carl. I looked at it, and for the first time in my life, I thought, what if I make a wish? Will it really come true? And there, everyone is looking at me. Andrew waved his hand, like, blow it out, Casper. And I just stood there. And I thought, what if I turned 4 and suddenly loved jazz? And then retirement. At that moment, a bulldog named Bruce came up and licked the cake. Without permission, a fight broke out. Well, not exactly a fight. Someone barked. Someone ran. Someone grabbed a cookie and hid under a bush. A candle fell. So did I. A 3-year crisis? More like a lick and win party. And if you still have doubts about celebrating your birthday, this is your sign to throw yourself a birthday party, even if you're 3 and furry. And you know, as I lay there, with cream on my nose and cake in my ear, I looked around. The number 3 was crumpled up in the grass. My friends, the dogs, were eagerly snatching the remains of my birthday cake from Andrew's hands. And Andrew had already come to terms with it and was just laughing. And I thought, maybe I broke the duck, but I didn't break myself. That evening, I lay down on my blanket. Andrew brought me a new duck with a yellow nose. I looked at it and didn't tear it apart. I didn't chew the new duck. I just held it. That's growth, baby. 3 is when you're no longer a puppy, but you're not a serious dog yet. It's when it matters to you who pets you, when smells are more complex, and a ball is no longer just a ball, but a challenge. Do I want to run? What for? It's when you ask yourself for the first time, am I doing a good job? And for the first time, you answer, yes. 3 is the new, what am I doing with my paw life? The 3-year crisis isn't about drama. It's about questions. And if you ask them, it means you're growing. Even if you're 3. Even if you're a dog. And let the cake fall. But never your confidence. So here's 2 bowls of wisdom from Casper. Bowl number 1. Advice for dogs, those who are just beginning to taste life. If you break a duck, don't break yourself. Toys are easier to fix than self-esteem. If you've already broken the duck, don't make a drama out of it. Go hug your Andrew. Don't bark for no reason. But if you do bark, do it with all your heart. Don't be ashamed to lick your scars. It's called healing. Sometimes not running after the ball is also a choice. True confidence doesn't smell like perfume. It smells like chicken. And it's always inside. Bowl number 2. Advice for people from a dog who learn life by smell. Not everything you've broken is broken. Sometimes it's just an old script. When you want to run away, try lying down first. A dog will help. Self-esteem is not about better or worse. It's about yourself. Whether you're 3, 30, or 60, please don't forget to celebrate. And most importantly, hug someone close to you. Because burrs can also grow on your soul. Tag someone who needs a new duck instead of a new life crisis.